Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries Run Through of Burnout Paradise. And in this episode, we're doing yet another road rage with our reliable custom. Another one. It takes like 10 to 15 fucking road rage events before they actually start getting you a decent challenge for takedown targets. And it's really weird because even Burnout 3 Takedown, which actually brought this event to the Burnout series. Even its earlier ones, although I think it started at 6, it would very quickly get up to 10 or more takedown targets in those events.
Really? They have the Habanera from Carmen in this game? Alright, I got to put my volume up for this, hang on.
I mean, you're not going to be able to hear it over all the car combat that's happening, but it's here.
Dun 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 dun.
His two front wheels fell off.
One of the most well-known arias in all of opera, which honestly is a lot more known for the instrumental rendition than the vocal rendition.
And this is the vocal rendition, to be perfectly honest.
What's opera, Arnold? You're gonna upgrade your license in 5 wins, so keep it up, destroy more cars.
And make it to yet another marked man event for your own sanity.
Yeah. I gotta put Carmen on the list of operas I should watch all the way through, because I've only known about this opera for most of my life. I think it's time I checked out what the hubbub is. Even though there are only like 3 songs from the whole opera, that's not the point, because The Marriage of Figaro also is relatively unsuccessful in making songs that people can recall when they go over opera tunes.
I don't find myself to be in the correct socials class to really understand or enjoy opera, which is weird because that's not how opera or any of the arts are supposed to be viewed. But it's definitely the perception that I have for it.
Would it make you feel better to know that I'm the only person I know who actually enjoys opera? Except, okay, though that's not true. I know of one other person who also can appreciate opera, but that's it. We're the only 2 people on Earth who like opera anymore.
Oh, come on, not on Earth. The opera still does relatively well. In America.
I watch these. I watch these tenors sing tunes from Mozart, thinking these guys have got to be having a ball. Singing and also listening to their own voices. It's some of the greatest music ever composed. That has to be a great feeling.
Alright. Take this jump. Whoosh! Now, I don't think that the reason that Carmen's Habanero is here is specifically because I don't know what the fuck the title is. I'm just going off of what you said and what I barely understood. All right. Anyway,
this pepper is too damn spicy. I really should have went for jalapeno, but I did not. My ass is burned. Jesus Christ.
I think the reason it's here is actually due to its impact on commercial advertisements in the past several decades, because you end up hearing it quite often in commercial advertisements in the modern era of commercial products.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that statement. Well, that is honestly, that assertion reminds me of how early the U.S. Treasury was putting historical landmarks or famous persons on the money itself. So at some point, even the most ordinary yokel in this country would have been exposed to these relatively well-known artifacts from history.
Keep your eyes open. For
The Janssen P12. I fucking love that thing. I would like to score that before the end of the playthrough. I don't remember if we do. It's not my favorite vehicle, but it is one of the speed vehicle. I think it's actually another stunt vehicle. It's another one of the vehicles that I actually really enjoy playing around with. All right, so another road rage. Lighthouse Rock gets 6 takedowns.
Going to the Lighthouse Rock.
Do you remember an old Western Christmas song called Crocodile Rock?
No, unfortunately.
Damn. Because I remember, I have this somewhat vivid memory of me being in my grandparents' basement performing that for our family at a family gathering.
Crocodile Rock?
Yeah, Crocodile Rock.
Okay. Was it done in the style of Jailhouse Rock from Elvis Presley?
I don't think so. I think it specifically was a Christmas take on not the Jailhouse Rock, but a different famous 60s tune.
And let us not forget that even the greatest composers who had ever lived also at times wrote variations on existing tunes, not necessarily creating their own songs. For example,
Bowling for Soup did not write the original I'll Stop the World and I'll Melt With You.
Yep,
that is a cover.
Mozart also did not write the... Well, what we English speakers know as "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star." It actually, the lullaby goes by a different name in German, but he wrote variations on that song.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Yeah, thank you, Cameron. All right. Will we finish getting will we finish upgrading our B rank license this part, Mr. Cloud? We only got 3 wins left. I don't think we will, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. As the difficulty is going up, and also our vehicle is becoming stupidly harder to control, that the consistency also is starting to go down.
I don't think our vehicle is getting harder to control, to be perfectly honest. It's more or less the fact that we're running out of the easier events to go snipe, you know?
Yes, sniping. Well, that's okay. So as I understand that, because you don't get, for example, you don't get retry button in this game, because I imagine it would be difficult. You do get a retry
button. I don't know where the fuck it is, but it is here.
That the game generally requires that you remain loaded. It remembers where your vehicle is on the map so it can move accordingly, because this is a pretty fucking advanced game, I gotta say.
Yeah.
That it's got a lot of shit going on, but it has to obey the rules of a game engine. As you start to rack up completions in these missions, that leads me to believe that the scarcity of missions on the map is going to start increasing.
Scarcity of missions that I'm after specifically, not necessarily the scarcity of missions in general.
Is it because you can retry missions to get better times?
You can retry missions, but you don't get license progress when you do that.
But you do get cred on speedrunners.com.
No, you do not, because I think the only categories for speedrunners for speedrun.com for this game is 100% and burnout and elite burnout percent.
Gotcha.
And 100% in this game takes fucking forever, because 100% actually does mean getting all the shortcuts and billboards and super jumps.
I would imagine this game is not very easy to do a blindfolded speedrun of.
Blindfolded? Fuck no. There's way too much of it visual verification that you need for pathways to go around. I mean, you could arguably do road rages blindfolded, but I think they're effectively the only event type that you could do. And if you were locked into doing only road rages, you more than likely will not actually get up to A-class license from that, because I think there's a total of 15 road rage events on the map.
especially with the road rage events, there has to be an RNG factor involved as to the timing when these enemy vehicles try colliding with you.
Not necessarily an RNG factor, but there is some scripting involved in it. Like, they do behave relatively predictably under certain conditions.
And we got
Yay! Just need 2 more wins, Mr. Cloud.
We might be able to pull this off.
Maybe. I kind of doubt it, though. Mostly because we have, we've got effectively 6 minutes left, and,
Hey, it's Atomica here on Crash FM.
Oh, no, we stumbled across another road rage event.
We stumbled upon opportunities. Beautiful. See, that's good game design.
Thinking new one. 7 takedowns. Wah!
Starting to tick up.
They are, slowly. I think if you do... you can't get to the A-class license using only road rages, but if you do only road rages for the D, C, and most of B, I think you will end up needing to do upwards of 25 takedowns towards the end of the game for road rages.
Damn.
Because I don't get to show it off, but I do think that this playthrough did end up having a road rage with at least 15 on it towards the end of this campaign's life.
After the man with the fancy paint.
She's like,
beautiful.
So whatever if you can do. Ouch. Now, we've talked about this before. Like, supposedly the devs and a lot of the people that enjoy this game think that this song specifically doesn't actually work in this game as well as it's supposed to. And while they are correct in theory, I argue that the tempo of the backing track actually works for a racing game very well.
There are definitely worse songs that they could have done with it, right? That's the one of the trending themes that we found with a lot of these songs is high tempo. Like this song ranks at about 170 BPM, for instance. That's maybe like 175, $180. That's generally what you're looking for with these songs.
One more win, Mr. Cloud. Can we get it this part? Ever again.
Like the whole premise of this game is that we're constantly running from a diabolical ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, but her car's better than ours, so.
So we'd be rearing up on us like Maul from Inception.
All right. Can we win this last Markman event? Press ganged. Hey, it is paparazzi this time. Ha
Paparazzi, Papa Wheelie. Now that would be.
Lady Gaga's paparazzi
little...
would be interesting in here, but it wouldn't be in here because it actually matches. It would be here specifically for advertisement.
I would think a great mod would be that when these assassin vehicles, I'm going to call them right now, start coming up on you, that you start seeing little camera flashes coming from either the driver's side or the passenger side window, depending on which side of the car you're on.
This game wouldn't have been able to implement that. It would have wanted to, mind you, certainly. But here's the thing: it also wouldn't have been a very good gameplay experience. Because for it to be effective, they have to be quite noticeable, and if they're quite noticeable, they're probably going to be disorienting.
Well, that's it. Is they're trying this? This is a mission about maintaining control of your vehicle in the midst of all this havoc and aggression, and confusion would certainly not preclude you from finishing, but just raise the difficulty.
Right.
However, I do agree that flashing lights at random intervals also would come off as annoying and make a jarring, unfun game experience. Maybe that's why fame has its costs.
I don't want fame to cost me to crash my truck every 15 seconds, damn it.
Fame.
And so we have successfully gotten to our A-Rake license. Woohoo!
Fame, fame, fame. You win, you win.
You are now a Class A driver.
See? Our license is mostly repaired.
Burnout driver, you need to
Oh, I hope you like the look of this license, because you're going to be looking at this for a fucking long time before you upgrade to the next one.
I fucking hate the Tempesta. We will get into why later, because I do show off the Tempesta.
has been delivered to your junkyard.
Rossellini.
Be safe, everybody.